Khan Shalom Akim. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakab Qadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of great Millstone who teach and rule well, and Shalom to the sincere Akim, spreads truth and sincerity. Shalom. In this video, I want to talk about how we as men of the Lord are not able to make people believe this truth. The truth that we believe in, we cannot force these people to believe it. And what I mean by that is that it's all of the Heavenly Father. It's the Most High that either allows you or disallows you to believe the words that are being spoken by the servants of prophets. You see, and the faith that we have, is a gift. This is Ephesians chapter 2 verse 8. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of the Most High. So the salvation that we're able to obtain through faith, within this truth, within the belief that we have concerning Yahawashi and Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, that's something that has been given unto us, man. Which, if you look up that word gift, or if you look it up in the online etymology dictionary, it says a gift, present, the offering of a gift or gifts. Let me see. A gift, it says, known, that which is given. It says gift, something that is bestowed voluntarily and without compensation. The act of giving, to present something as a gift to. So, if you understand that a gift is something that is given, and in this case, it is given by the Heavenly Father concerning the salvation that we're able to obtain through the belief within this truth, in this truth. It also says something that is bestowed voluntarily and without compensation. If we go back to Galatians, like Ephesians chapter 2 verse 9, it says, not of works lest any man should boast. So there's nothing that we should do or that we are able to do in order to receive that faith, that has been given unto us. Because here it says that not of works lest any man should boast. Not that someone is able to say, hey, I did this and I did that, and therefore have I obtained this salvation, within this truth, that which I believe in. You see? So it's all a gift of the Heavenly Father. And the reason I came up with this video is because I was watching TV earlier this week, and it was concerning this Moroccan writer that lives in the Netherlands that publishes a lot of books. And his life story basically was being told, concerning his family, but also concerning the people that he was in school with. And then, there came up this little piece of information concerning him being grown up with the Quran and him having a friend at school that was a Jehovah Witness believer. And, they became friends by, basically, going over those two books. And they came to the conclusion that because they was trying to point out certain things in both these books, to persuade one another. But in the end, they was like, yeah, we're not able to, come to a conclusion which one is correct, because the belief in this truth, that we have been given, which consists of the 100% truth of the scriptures with the correct understanding, is something that has to be given unto you. That's why these people that believe in the Quran, that believe in the Christian doctrine and things like that, they believe in that because they are made to believe that doctrine, and that also happened, through the spirit and power of Yahawashi. So us being taken out, of the belief that we used to have in the world concerning, for instance, atheism, which that was something that I used to believe in for a long time until, certain things happened in my life. Christianity, Islam, um, Seventh Day Adventist, Buddhism, Hinduism, you name it, you know, these doctrines and these religions and those beliefs, the Most High, allow those people that believe in them to be fully persuaded by it. You see, and the Most High, He has bestowed, the gift of our faith, of this truth upon those unto whom He, you know, basically, put the seal of election, man. Those that the Most High picked out to believe this truth. So we as teachers of this truth, starting off with the other apostles of GMS on down, we are not able to, I say that, make these people believe. All we can do is we can plant that seed, and then the Most High gives that increase, as it also says in 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 5. Let me start at verse 4. For while one saith, I am of Paul, and another, I am of Apollos, are ye not carnal? So you had those back in the days that were teaching or that were learning from Apollos. Meanwhile, the the core of the doctrine, the foundation was the same. You see, verse 5: Who then is Paul and who Apollos, but ministers by whom ye believed, even as the Lord gave to every man. You see, so what this means is that when Paul and Apollos ministered the scriptures unto those that eventually believed, it was the Most High that allowed those people to believe. You see, but the doctrine was the same. Even though people might have learned from Apollos first and then from Paul, or in another way, but the core of the understanding that I'm trying to bring forth is that it's the Most High that allowed these people to eventually believe, and that if in this case Paul and Apollos were used, by the Heavenly Father to spread the message. Verse 6: I have planted, Apollos watered, but the Most High gave the increase. You see, so Apostle Paul said he has planted the seed of this truth in certain people. Then Apollos came later on and he watered and he continued to minister unto those people. But eventually it's the Most High that gave the increase within them that this truth, should abound in those people. You see? Verse 7: So then neither is he that planted anything, neither he that watereth, but the Most High that giveth the increase. You see, so eventually it's the Most High that decides how far you will get with the understanding of this truth and in how much of a sense you're able to accept it. You see, verse 8: Now he that planted and he that watereth are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his labor. You see, so whether you're able to, be 4 or 5 years in this truth, and bring forth fruit, whether you're less time in this truth, unable to bring forth fruit, we're still, one body. We're still the same. We're being given the same task, by the Heavenly Father, which eventually, started off with Yahawashi, who then later on sent the disciples who later became apostles, to also spread. This is John chapter 20, verse 21. Then said Yahawashi to them again, Peace be unto you, as my Father had sent me, even so sent I you. So we understand that the Heavenly Father sent forth Yahawashi to spread the 100% truth of the scriptures, meant to preach that 100% understanding unto those that would eventually be appointed, to receive that understanding, which eventually that's the gift of the Heavenly Father, because there are a lot of people in this world that believe in all kind of different doctrines, man. You can, hey, listen up, man. You can come with the most correct and most obvious secular history to back up the scriptures to make a clear point who the Israelites are. But if the Most High does not want these people to believe, then these people won't ever believe it. See? The Most High doesn't want them. You know, Yahawashi himself said it, man. The reason that you're able to understand this is because not given unto them. Because if they should be converted, I should heal them. And certain people have done certain things in their prior lives, that need that certain judgment upon those people. You see, but the point of John 20 and 21 is that as the Heavenly Father sent forth Yahawashi to preach the correct understanding, so as Yahawashi sent forth the disciples that later became apostles, and those people are back in the reincarnation in this day and age. You see, starting off with the elder apostles, GMS on down. You see, they're being sent to spread forth that correct understanding. The Most High is only giving it unto those whom are appointed to understand that, man. You see? Let me see. Was there anything else? This is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 2. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. You see, so unto us, they believe this truth. The gospel was preached, just like other people might have heard this um, this gospel, this doctrine that we believe in, But we are the ones that accepted it, and they're the ones that did not. So it's not beneficial to those people. And why is that? Because they don't have the belief. They don't believe the things that we're saying. You see, they don't believe the things that they've heard. Verse 3: For we which have believed to enter into rest, see it saith, I have sworn in my wrath, if they shall enter into my rest, although the works were finished from the foundation of the world. At a certain moment of time, the Most High got so angry with our people that he said, hey, nobody is going to enter into that rest. But then, the purpose of the Heavenly Father already stood. So those that believe, they should be the ones to enter into that rest, man, which, is going to happen in the kingdom. Those that disbelieve this truth, because the Most High appointed them thereunto, because the Most High appointed them unto that certain judgment, unto that certain purpose that they have in their life, concerning the Israelites, they shall be born back into the kingdom. You see? So this is concerning Peter that confesses that Yahawashi is the anointed. And this is something that, gives a better understanding of who, allows us to receive certain things, man, in our life. This is Matthew chapter 16, verse 13. When Yahawashi came into the region of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, who do men say that I, the Son of Man, am? So they said, some say John the Baptist, some Elijah, and others Jeremiah or one of the prophets. So the people understand back then that there's such a thing as reincarnation, because they believed that Yahawashi, was one of those people, that was already, long gone. Elijah, he lived a long time ago. Jeremiah as well, one of the other prophets as well. You see, John the Baptist, he was living, he was basically the um, family, of Yahawashi. But you know, um, let me see, was he there? Basically, they grew up together, They lived at the same time. Let me see. Mm. That never could have been the case. Uh, um, Yeah, you know. So I wanted to check on what I said was correct, but they indeed were family because the angel told on to Mary that her cousin Elizabeth, which Elizabeth was the mother of how you say that? Um, the mother of John the Baptist. So let me see. So it says Luke chapter 1 verse 36, and behold, thy cousin Elizabeth, she hath also conceived a son in her old age, and this is the 6th month with her, who was called barren. For with the Most High nothing shall be impossible. And Mary said, behold, the handmaid of the Lord, be it unto me according to thy word. And the angel departed from her. So Mary and Elizabeth, were cousins. So that makes Yahawashi and John the Baptist basically family. I'm not going to go into details concerning which side, but you can look it up for yourselves. But going back to Matthew chapter 16 and verse 15, he said to them, but who do you say that I am? So Yahushua was very straightforward with Peter, and he was like, hey, okay, but who do you think that I am? You know, because all those other people, think that I'm either John the Baptist, Elijah, or Jeremiah, or Ezekiel, or other prophets. But who do you say that I am? Verse 16, Simon Peter answered and said, ye are the anointed, the Son of the living power. So Peter said, you are the Messiah, the Son of the Most High. Verse 17, Yahawashi answered and said to him, blessed are you, Simon Bar-Jonah, for flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my Father who is in heaven. You see, so the fact that Peter was able to understand that Yahawashi was indeed the Messiah, the Son of the Most High, the one prophesied and foretold to come, was because the Most High revealed it unto him, and the Most High gave him that understanding. You see, and that's the same, with this truth. Believing that Yahweh Shai is a dark-skinned man, that his name is Yahweh Shai, is also something that, has to be given unto you. Because me, speaking about a little bit about myself, prior to this truth, back in the world, I was surrounded with people that, were busy with the scriptures, man. Christians, Jehovah's Witness people, what else did I have? Reformed people, like one that are a little bit more strict. All around me, showing scriptures here and there, Jesus this, Jesus that. And it always felt dirty, man. It always felt filthy. But then the moment came that my steps were directed to do a little bit more research to see what the world is, what the world is actually, what stage or what type of state the world actually is in. Then I started going to the scriptures here and there, and then I found out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai that the Most High's name is not Ahaya Asher Ahaya, but his name is Yahawah. And when the brother told me that, when he broke it down, I said, no, it can never be Ahaya Asher Ahaya. Because how can you say, I am that I am? I'm praying to I am that I am. It sounds weird. It's not correct. So he broke down the correct name, which is Yahawah, and the son's name Yahawashi. And then it clicked, man. It was like instantly, like, hey, this is it, man. Because the scriptures also say, you should hear a voice behind you saying, this is it. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 31. And then ears shall hear a word behind you saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. When you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left. You see? That's what happened with those that came into the truth, man. It just clicked instantly, man. And why? Because it's given unto us by the Heavenly Father. You see, and we didn't have to do anything for it, man. Back in the world, I was even like, hey, let me perform some good deeds. Let me help this older woman. Let me do this. Let me do that. But as it also says in Ephesians, the second chapter, it's not because of the works that we performed, because even our righteousness is as filthy rags, man. It's just because the Most High, He bestowed that gift upon us, man, in order for us to believe it. Because that's just it, man. That's just it. The Most High has chosen certain people before the foundation of the world to believe this. And the man that are teaching this word, they can't force people to believe this. We, as it says also in Matthew 22, go ye therefore into the highways and byways and bid my people to the marriage. We're standing on the corners of the streets, standing in the busy crowded places where people come. We profess the words for Yahawashi, Yahawashi, and those that are ordained to believe this truth, they're gonna be the ones to cling on to it, man. This is John chapter 3, verse 27. John answered and said, a man can receive nothing except it be given him from heaven. You see, so we're not able to receive this truth unless the Heavenly Father bestows it upon us, because it's all in the hands of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. This is Job chapter 12, verse 16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. You see, so it's the Most High that is, basically handing out strength and wisdom to those unto whom he wants to give it. But those who says the deceived and the deceiver are his. So if you have people that are set up to deceive people, to deceive masses, to not, tell them the truth or to lead them, astray, then the Most High set those people up, and the people that are deceived by those people, they're also set up by the Heavenly Father to go that way. You see? So that's the thing. It's all in the hands of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and it's all, given as a gift, man. The salvation that we're able to obtain through the faith that we have, that's a gift, which is something that is bestowed upon us, which is given unto us voluntarily and without compensation, And the thing that we can do, to um, be thankful towards the Heavenly Father for this is to preach His word, man. To do the things that He requires of us to the best of our abilities, to the best of our abilities to do. You see. So yeah, Yaratazah, this video was edifying. With that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of great Millstone who teach your rule well, and shalom to the sincere Akim, to furnish truth and sincerity. Shalom.